Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to share with you how to decorate sugar cookies. This method is great because it can be used for any function, whether it's a wedding, a birthday party, or even a special holiday that just passed like Valentine's Day. So if you want to know how to make these sugar cookies, stick around. Here are the things that you're going to need. Your sugar cookie, your circle cutter, a pouch with cornstarch, a big brush, a smaller one, your fondant, your edible pearls, some toothpicks, edible glue, your rolling pin, and your indentation mat. So let's jump right into it. The first thing I'm going to do is prepare my work surface by dusting it with some cornstarch. Cornstarch helps to allow your fondant to easily be pliable and not stick to your work surface. Lightly dusting some off, I'm going to apply some on my rolling pin as well. Again, for the same purpose, to make it usable. When rolling out your fondant, if you find that you need more cornstarch, apply more cornstarch but not too much. Now I want to roll out my fondant quite thin, but I don't want to be able to see through my work surface. I'm using my circle cutout to cut my circle, which is going to be a bit less than the circumference of my cookie. If you find that you have any residue of cornstarch, just dust it off. Now I want to apply my fondant to my cookie, but first I need to get my mat so that I can make those patterns and impressions onto my fondant. I'm going to lightly dust my mat with more cornstarch. I'm going to do the same thing to my fondant. Now what I'm doing is I'm lining up my mat, making sure that I have it placed exactly as I want it to transfer onto my fondant. Once I have it perfectly aligned to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and lightly press on my fondant to ensure that it transfers perfectly. Then I'm just going to peel it away, and there you have it. The next step is to apply the fondant to my cookie. To do this, I'm going to get my edible glue, dabbing on a bit of my edible glue, just a little bit. I'm going to put some on, and then I'm going to use my brush to lightly spread it all out onto the cookie. Again, I don't want too much, just a bit to help me adhere my fondant to my cookie. Lifting up the edges a bit, I'm going to go ahead and grab my toothpick. And I like to use my toothpick and run it right underneath my fondant. This helps me to lift it up effortlessly, place it onto my cookie, being careful to make sure that I don't snag or tear my fondant. And then I just move it around and place it exactly like I want it. And then I'm just going to lightly press onto my fondant. I'm going to clean off my work surface just so that I don't have any residue of cornstarch. Now I'm going to move on to using my edible glue once again to adhere my edible pearls. I'm going to dab a bit of glue in the places and spots where I want to put on my edible pearls. Here are my pearls. So I like to put them in my hand, and I'm just going to grab it at random. I have no particular pattern that I'm using. I'm just going to put one at a time in each spot where I want them to be. Once I'm done placing all of my pearls, I'm just going to lightly press them on. And now I'm moving on to adding more edible glue on the outer perimeter of my cookie. I am being generous, but I don't want to go overboard. I want to make sure that when I put on my edible pearls, they stay on firmly and they don't fall over the sides. So again, be generous, but do not go overboard, and try to avoid getting any of your glue directly on top of your fondant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put on my edible pearls on the outer perimeter of my cookies. I'm going to be using smaller white pearls this time, so what I've decided to do is use 1 gold to 2 white pearls. I will go ahead and speed up this part so that you don't have to tediously watch me put on each pearl onto the cookie. I'll be back just a little bit before I'm done. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm adding on my last few pieces of pearls. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my toothpick and I'm going to start to use that to move my pearls around, making sure that the placement is perfect and exactly to my liking. That's the beauty of the toothpick. You can use it really to move around your pearls, making sure that the placement is right, making sure that everything's aligned. You really want to make sure that your pearls are not hanging over the edge of your cookie. And for that, the toothpick is perfect. So once you've gotten all your pearls aligned to your liking, that's it, you're done, you're set. You've actually completed decorating your cookie. This cookie is perfect, as I mentioned, for any event, whether it's a wedding, a birthday, or even something like Valentine's Day. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the other cookies I decorated. You'll notice that there's one that doesn't have any pearls in the middle or doesn't have a pattern. I just wanted to include this one so you can see what you can do. There are endless possibilities. You can use whatever pearl colors you want. You can use whatever color fondants. If you'd like to know how we made our sugar cookies, let me know in the comment box below. I will be sure to record a video for you. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and more importantly, subscribe. Check back as we'll be posting videos weekly. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.